I'm here to talk to you about a very special organization called the Chrons and Colitis Foundation of America. It's especially important to me for one important reason. I have ulcerative colitis, and I'm going to talk to you about it. This is me. This is Hank Green of the Vlog Brothers. Hank and I have one thing in common. We both have ulcerative colitis. Hank and I are completely different people. We live in different states, we're different ages, and we live completely different lives. But we do have one thing in common. We both have ulcerative colitis. I've had it since I was 14. Hank's had it since he was 23. Ulcerative colitis is not a fun disease. There's very little you can do about it, except for medicate. Lots of medication. Pills, 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 Tic Tacs. So the Chrons and Colitis Foundation of America, or the CCFA, works to help aid research into finding a cure for ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. As of right now, the only real solution to Crohn's or colitis is something called an ileectomy. An ileectomy is a procedure where they take out the diseased part of the colon. The only problem with that is it's not always successful. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad procedure. I have a friend who had Crohn's disease, then he had an ileectomy, and now lives a completely normal life. In fact, he's getting married tonight. The problem is the people who it doesn't work for. Sometimes they never get back to normal and their bodies are completely different for the rest of their lives, and it's pretty bad. So let's get back on topic. The CCFA. I'm supporting it because it's important to me. This is a foundation that can make a massive difference for millions and millions of people around the world who live with daily pain from ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, like Hank and I. Okay, now if you have no idea, every year for the past 3, thousands and thousands of people have been making Project for Awesome videos. A Project for Awesome video is a video where you choose a charity and you make a video supporting it. Then you go and you find other Project for Awesome videos. You rate it, you comment it, and you favorite it until your fingers fall off. Hopefully by doing this we can trick YouTube's algorithms so the main pages are just Project for Awesome videos. At the end of the Project for Awesome, the top promoted charities get tons and tons of money donated to them. So in the end, for one day, YouTube's not about cats jumping in and out of boxes or about Kanye being a jerk. It's about raising money for charity and making the world suck a little less. So rate, comment, and favorite this video and other Project for Awesome videos, and try to make a difference. By the way, Hank's on my wall.
I have a complicated relationship with the distal portion of my large intestine, also known as the colon. I started feeling kinda shitty when I turned 23, and then the pain got worse and worse every day, and the days turned into weeks. I finally went to see the doctor, and I pooped into a cup, and then a few weeks after that he shoved his camera up my butt, and the camera was in a tube, and the tube it pumped out air so that my colon would inflate, and they could look around in there. And when I woke up, the doctor was looking at my chart. I called his attention to me with a 15-minute fart, and he said, "Son, I hate to tell you, cause you're probably not gonna like this, but they got a name for what you have, and it is ulcerative colitis. And in those 7 syllables, there's a mess of shitty news. It's likely that you've had your last healthy feeling poos. It's like road rash on your colon. You'll bleed, it'll hurt, and no one knows what causes it, and there is no cure. And yeah, your chances of cancer have gone up a bit. The colon cancer's curable if you keep your eye on it, but what's mostly gonna piss you off is how much you're gonna pay. I know you're not insured, and you'll probably stay that way. See, insurance companies hate to deal with sick folks like you. They don't like taking money from folks they might have to give it back to, and your pills are gonna cost you both your arms and at least one leg. I suggest you go to Canada, get on your knees and beg, because here the costs are as high as the market can bear. They can bear a lot compared with soiled underwear. I sat there on that bed and thought about how I used to like to poo. I thought maybe there was a mistake. How could this be true? I asked the doctor, pleading, begging if he was sure, and if he was, how could it be that there was no cure? The only cure we have, he said, is to take the whole thing out, and then to get your movements out, we install a little spout. I told him that I'd rather take $1,000 pills. He agreed and sent me home with similar sounding bills, and now really all I've learned, besides the importance of fibers, that healthcare system's more screwed up than a 50-year-old Fred subscriber.